June 7th, 1992. Springfield, Missouri. 3 women vanish from a home in the middle of the night without a single trace. No signs of struggle, no forced entry, no goodbye. Just a dog, a broken porch light, and silence. This is the story of the Springfield Three. Cheryl Levitt was 47 years old. She worked as a cosmetologist and lived in a tidy, single-story home on Delmar Street. She shared that home with her 19-year-old daughter, Suzanne Streeter, who everyone just called Susie. On June 6, 1992, Susie and her best friend, 18-year-old Stacy McCall, had just graduated from Kickapoo High School. They spent the evening hopping between graduation parties. At some point late that night, plans changed. They decided not to stay at a hotel as originally planned. Instead, they headed back to Susie's place, where Cheryl was already home, likely asleep. The 3 women were last seen alive around 2 a.m. The next morning, around 9 a.m., Stacy's mum, Janice McCall, started getting worried. Her daughter hadn't shown up for their planned trip to Whitewater in Branson. That wasn't like her. Janice called, no answer. So she went to the house on Delmar Street. Outside, all 3 cars were parked in the driveway, Cheryl's, Susie's, and Stacy's. Inside, the house was quiet. There were no signs of forced entry, no broken windows, no blood, no struggle. The front door was unlocked. Cheryl's bed looked slept in. Susie's had been turned down. On the front porch, the globe covering the light fixture was shattered. And then there was the call. Someone left an obscene message on the house answering machine. It was deleted before police could listen to it. The police were called. Then the FBI. Then the Missouri Highway Patrol. Volunteers, dogs, helicopters and divers searched parks, forests and lakes. Posters were plastered across the region. News stations picked it up. And still, nothing. No signs of the women. No confirmed sightings. Not a single confirmed clue. Despite the massive investigation, no arrests were ever made. No confirmed evidence ever surfaced. And over the years, all that's been left are questions. Here are some of the theories surrounding the case. Theory 1. Someone they knew. There was no break-in, no noise, nothing to wake the neighbours. That leads some to believe the women might have known their abductor. Someone they opened the door for. Someone who smiled and then took control. Theory 2. The porch light trap. Then there's the theory about the porch light. The glass globe covering it was shattered. Some believe that wasn't an accident. It may have been intentional, a tactic. You knock out the bulb, wait in the shadows, and when someone steps outside to fix it, that's when you make your move. It's possible the women were lured out one by one, silently, quickly, before anyone could react. Theory 3. Robert Craig Cox. Robert Craig Cox was no stranger to law enforcement, a convicted kidnapper and suspect in a Florida murder. In 1992, he was living in Springfield. At the time, Cox claimed he was with his girlfriend at church the morning after the women disappeared. She backed him up, but later she admitted Cox told her to lie. He also said he was with his parents that night. They backed his story, but the timeline never quite added up. In 1997, from prison in Texas, Cox told a reporter he knew what happened. He said the women were murdered and buried, and their bodies would never be found. But when pressed for details, he refused to give any. He said he would reveal the full story, but only after his mother passed away. To this day, she's still alive, and Cox hasn't said another word. Theory 4. Someone random. Susie had a custom license plate, Sweeterer. She'd also been getting creepy phone calls, ones that made her uncomfortable. Some think she was being watched, followed, maybe even stalked. It's possible someone followed the girls home after a party, waited for their moment, and took it. Theory 5. Dustin Reckler. Dustin Reckler was Susie Streeter's ex-boyfriend. A few months before the disappearance, Reckler and two of his friends broke into a mausoleum and stole gold fillings from a human skull. When police began investigating, Susie gave them a statement. There were rumors she might even testify in court. The night the women vanished, Reckler and his two friends were reportedly together and in the area. Police looked into them early on, but no charges were ever filed. Theory 6. Larry Dwayne Hall. Larry Dwayne Hall is a suspected serial killer, accused of abducting and murdering women across the Midwest. He often traveled for Civil War reenactments, and on the very weekend of June 6, 1992, reenactments were held in Pleasant Hope, Missouri, just 30 minutes north of Springfield. Hall had a pattern. Many of his alleged crimes took place in March, June, August, and September, coinciding with his travel schedule. Years later, an undercover FBI informant named Jimmy Keene shared that Hall confessed to several crimes in detail, including ones only the killer could have known. Keene also claimed Hall had a hand-drawn map marked with the locations of his victims. That map was never found. While Hall never confessed to the Springfield Three, some believe the timeline, the proximity, and the pattern are too close to ignore. Cheryl and Susie were legally declared dead in 1997. Stacy was declared a few years later. Dozens of tips have come in over the years. Bones were found in 2007, but they didn't match. In 2021, a podcast revived interest. In 2023, a book brought the case back into the spotlight. Still, no arrests, no remains, no closure. Three women, one house, one night. And then, nothing. No forced entry, no scream, no goodbye. More than 3 decades have passed, but the mystery of the Springfield Three still haunts Missouri. Was it someone they trusted, a stranger waiting in the dark, or a secret none of them ever saw coming? Some believe the truth is buried deep, others think it was erased forever. But one thing is clear: until the day they're found, Springfield will never forget. Thank you for watching Midnight Crimes. If you have any information about this case, contact the Springfield Police Department, and if you're new here, subscribe for more stories that deserve to be told. Cheryl, Susie, and Stacy, you are not forgotten.